Fellas, I'm finna help y'all take a woman on a date because you out here. So you want to text her early in the rising when you know she at work or getting ready for work. You're going to start small talk, rich risings, how your day going so far, what you eat for breakfast, whoop-de-whoop-de-wop. Hold you too long, I got to get to work myself. You're going to send her $20 to $25 and say lunch on me today. And if you one of them dudes that think sending lunch money is tricking, then you need to take your swimming trunks off and get out the dating pool. Next, you're going to text her a few hours.
Okay, so let's pause it right there. If you think that sending a woman $25 for breakfast or lunch is tricking, then get out the swimming pool. That's cute. That's real cute. But it is tricking, bro. That's why you needed to say that, to make yourself feel better. You know what I'm saying? Listen, fellas, man, when y'all lead with your pockets, when you lead with your pockets with a woman, that makes you a trick, bro. And she just gonna go ahead and treat you like a lame. You see what I'm saying? When it comes to tricking, man, women don't respect tricks. Why? Because they know that a trick would trick off with any woman. As long as she looks good to him, he's gonna trick off on her. So a woman don't never respect tricks. They'll marry a trick. They'll, they'll move in with a trick, just for survival and sustenance and having a sponsor. But at the end of the day, y'all don't get any respect from these women. So yeah, it is tricking. And even if you got it, it's still tricking. You know what I'm saying? So here we go again with these transactional relationships and lack of respect, lack of love, lack of nurturing, lack of loyalty, lack of being esteemed, lack of any of that. You know what I'm saying? And those are the intangibles that you want in return for your investment. You know what I'm saying? For putting in your investment with this woman, mind, body, and soul. So right out the gate, this dude is going viral for trying to teach dudes on how to, date a woman. And mind you, this is a first date. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy. Let's keep it pushing.
Later, and you're going to ask her, what your schedule look like Friday? What you got going on? She'll probably say something like, oh, I got to work, but after that, I'm free. Once she tell you she free, do not ask this woman if she want to go on a date. Of course she wants to go on a date. She not talking to you just to be talking to you, bro. Of course she wants to be wine and dine. Don't say.
So, of course, yeah, she does want to go on a date. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to ask on a date. What you want to do is invite her on a date. There's a difference between, asking and inviting. When you ask someone, you put yourself in a position to be said no to be denied. But when you invite someone, the onus is on them. It's either take it or leave it. Like if you receive an invite to a wedding or to any type of event, it's up to you to say, yeah, I will attend. You see what I'm saying? So the onus is on you, and the onus is on you. So the one who sent you the invitation, you know what I mean? There's no type of there's no sense of loss in it because it's an invite. It's open ended. But when you ask someone directly, hey, do you want to go out with me? You know what I'm saying? That's a direct way of being said no to. It's a closed question. The invite is more open-ended. So what you should do when you ask a woman out, quote unquote, ask a woman out, is you should invite her out. You should say things like, hey, I'm going here this weekend on Friday. Does that work for you? I'd like for you to accompany me to that location. That's how you want to do it. Hey, I'm going here. I'd like for you to accompany me to this location. Does that work for you? You see what I'm saying? And then you wait for the response, but you want to invite her out instead of asking her out. Big difference. An invite is still like, hey, I'm going to this event with you or not. If you can accompany me, great. If you can't, okay, cool, but I'm still going. You know what I mean? Let's keep it pushing.
No lame shit like that, dog. Once she say she free, you gonna take the lead and you gonna tell her what the plans are. Date. Alright, fella. Date night Friday, 7 p.m. Attire grown and sexy. Now that you told her y'all going on a date, now you have to actually plan the date, bro. Be thoughtful. Don't go pick shorty up and...
So, if she accepts your invitation for the date, right? Yes, you do want to go ahead and plan the date. Matter of fact, with the invitation, you should give a time, date, and location, especially if she's interested. Hey, I'm going here. It's going to be on this night at this location at this time. Does that work for you? So even with the invitation, I've given a time, a place, and a location. That's called setting a definite date. Shout out Corey Wayne. So when you set a definite date, it shows that you know how to plan a date. That's exactly what it shows. It shows that you know how to plan a date, that you can take the lead and, you know what I'm saying, make things happen. All she got to do is get beautiful and just show up. You see what I'm saying? But, I mean, growing and sexy, I mean, the way you dress, you know, I talk about fitness, finance, fashion, faith, and females last all the time. So, you know, you should have your fashion sense always ready for any occasion. Any occasion. You should look good for any occasion, whether it be the gym or whether it be at a wedding. You should be able to dress for any occasion. A business meeting or a game. Like, you should be able to dress for any occasion. I don't care if it's going to check out the trash. You should still look presentable because you never know when you're going to meet a woman. You see what I'm saying? In passing. So, the growing and sexy thing, okay, cool. Yeah, you should be dressing growing and sexy. But let's keep it pushing.
Just try to walk in somewhere. No, we don't do that. That's not player. Make reservations. You know how impressive it is to a woman walking into a 5-star restaurant with her date and he say, yeah, I have reservations for such and such and such and such. She gonna lose her shit. She gonna be like, he, him.
So notice the adjective he used. He said, do you know what it's like to impress a woman like that? You see what I'm saying? You guys are leading with your pockets. That already makes you a lame. That already makes you, you know what I'm saying, a simp. And then you're trying to impress this woman. You should not be going on a date trying to impress a woman. You see what I'm saying? She should be trying to impress you. Matter of fact, you both should be trying to leave an impression on each other. Be impressive, but don't try to impress. There's a difference. Be impressive, but don't try to impress. When you try to impress, you give that person that you're trying to impress the power. Because now they feel up here. See, listen, man, with women, because of their hypergamy, with women, at the end of the day, they want to be with a guy who they see in their mind as being more valuable than they are on some type of a social economic strata type scale. On the social economic strata somewhere, right? Whether it be with, money, power, status. If you have more value than they do with money, power, or status, that is why they're interested in you. A woman has to be with you because they feel as though that you have more money, power, status, or even intellect for that matter too. So when you try to impress a woman, now in one of those categories, she's going to feel as though that she's got the upper hand or more power than you. A woman wants to be with a man who's on a higher level than they are. So when you try to impress a woman, you just said to her that, no, you're better than me. She should be trying to impress you, but you need to be impressive by the way you look, by the way you smell, by the way you carry yourself, your conversation, your character, your intellect, your conversation, your mouthpiece, your game. You see what I'm saying? Your taste, your style. Then he says a 5-star restaurant. So tell me, why would you want to take a woman you just met to a 5-star restaurant? Why? Why would you want to do that? I mean, come on now. Why is she worth a 5-star restaurant? No matter how beautiful she is, listen, guys, dinner dates is not for a first date. You want to wine and dine your girlfriend, your wife, or even your lover for that matter. If you're already, you know what I'm saying, if you guys are already intimate, you're having sex, which is the consummation of attraction. If you're already having sex with a woman, okay, fine. You can wine and dine her. She's your girlfriend, fine. Wine and dine her. Your wife, definitely wine and dine her. But not someone you just met. There's other things you can do on a first date. Drinks, picnic, walk in the park. You know what I'm saying? Invite her straight over. Cook dinner together. Order food together. Invite her over to your place. Go to her place, things like that. Do some activities. Go to the gym, do some yoga, mini golf, bowling, pool, whatever for a first date. But definitely not a dinner date, bro. Do not feed a woman on the first date. Don't wine her, don't dine her. You start having these expensive drinks, you start having these expensive dinners, man. That's for your wife or your girlfriend, man. They don't need all that on the first date because they're not qualified. They haven't qualified themselves. What have they done? What has this woman done to give you that type of return? She hasn't given you any type of return on your investment just yet. At all. So why would she deserve such treatment? You got to do low level, man. I keep telling you guys, you got to spend less than $40, $50 on the first date, if that. You know, you both get in there to know each other. But come on, man, he's doing too much, bro. He's doing way too much. Let's keep it pushing.
He really like that. But before the date, bro, go to the mall and get you some grown and sexy attire. You don't have to spend a lot of money. You can spend $50 to $150, bro. Get you some nice slacks. Get them tailored. Don't go with no baggy ass goddamn on slacks on, bro. Get them tailored. Get you some hard bottoms. You can get you a polo style shirt. Tuck it in. You can get you a button down, a blazer, man. Just be player. And make sure you smell good, bro. Don't smell good for you. Smell good for her. Don't wear what you think smell good.
This man say, don't smell good for you, smell good for her. No, you should smell good for you. You know what I'm saying? You should find a fragrance that fits you, that smells good to you, right? And you can also test it out on other women. Hey, how does it smell? How does it smell? You know what I'm saying? But you should like the fragrance that you wear, not solely because they like it. You should like it too. But to make it make sense, man, you want to make sure that these fragrances have some type of androstatic neon that I talk about in my book, some type of a pheromone that gives off that testosterone. You see what I'm saying? And so you can do your research on that. You know, just research top 10 colognes or whatnot with androstatic neon, and you know they have these pheromone type scents into it. And so a lot of times when these women smell that, it has an aphrodisiac like effect. Okay, so you want to like the fragrance as well as she does. You both should like it, all right? But yeah, you should definitely look good and smell good. I talk about that all the time with fitness, finance, fashion, faith, and females. Let's go.
Because you might like Axe. That don't smell good, bro. Wear some cologne that's appealing to women. Now you smelling good. You looking presentable. Now it's time to go pick shorty up. When you go pick shorty up, never go empty-handed, bro. Absolutely always take flowers. Show up to the door with roses. She gonna take those roses to the restaurant because it's like a form of flaunting and showing off and showing everybody, yeah.
Doing too much again. You know what I'm saying? Leading with your pockets. You simping, you laming. You know what I'm saying? You're putting her up on a pedestal. You're acting like you're her fan. And when you treat a woman like a celebrity, she's gonna treat you like a fan. You see what I'm saying? Now, why is you rolling out this red carpet treatment on the first date? Don't you know that how you begin a relationship is how you're going to have to maintain the relationship, and where you start is where you're going to end? So if you don't maintain what you started and you don't escalate from there, she's going to leave you. So you doing too much right out the gate. You're doing too much right out the gate. This woman is not going to respect you. She's just going to walk all over you. She's going to enjoy the time with you. She's going to go ahead and eat and enjoy this whole red carpet treatment and also film it and all this other kind of shit and not put you in it. She's going to post every location you guys go to, you know what I'm saying, on Instagram, just so her friends or her girlfriends can see it, like, girl, who was that? Da, da, da. He took you here, he took you there, whatever. And for them, it's all a flex at your expense, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. You know, roses and all that. I mean, you're doing way too much, bro, for a chick you don't even know. Wow.
My date treated me like a queen. Open every door for her. Don't let her touch no door. If she do, you look that woman in her eyes and you tell her, as long as you with me, I don't ever want to see you touch a door again. On the way to the restaurant.
Okay, so yeah, I always say, be a gentleman, be chivalrous, and be kind. You see what I'm saying? But don't be nice. Don't be a pushover. Don't be a doormat. Don't be a sycophant. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with being chivalrous. There's nothing wrong with opening doors and pulling out chairs. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing like lighting her her blunt. That's about the only thing I like. You know what I'm saying? I don't like women who smoke. You know what I'm saying? Other than, you know, a little bit of, you know, marijuana or some shit like that. But cigarettes and all that, no, I'm good. You know what I mean? But there's nothing wrong with being chivalrous because that's just what a man does. You know what I mean? So I agree with him on that. But never come off to a woman like you worshiping her, bro. If you treat a woman like a god, like she's your god, she's going to treat you like you're her servant. At the end of the day, I keep telling you guys that a woman wants a man who's perceived in her mind as being more valuable than her, whether it be intellect, whether it be status, whether it be power, whether it be money. You see what I'm saying? These women want to be with a guy, with a man who has more influence, more value than they do on those levels, on that social economic level. All right?
I play nothing but 90s R&B. You can throw some 2000s R&B in there too, but nothing but 90s R&B, bro. Trust me. Mm-hmm. Trust me. Now y'all at the restaurant, y'all got good drinks floating around, there's good dialogue. Make the night about, don't wear what you think smell good, because you might like Axe. That don't smell good, bro. Wear some cologne. Don't talk too much about yourself. Even if she asks you about yourself, redirect it and make it about her and show her how interested and intrigued you are in her.
Yeah, that's a good point. You don't want to talk about yourself too much at the date. You know why? Because it comes off like you're being a sycophant. It comes off like you're trying to boast. It comes off like you're trying to impress, which is kind of intuitive because he said to try to impress her by taking her to a 5-star restaurant. You see what I'm saying? So he's literally contradicting himself right now, but he is correct in the fact that you don't want to, you know, talk about yourself too much because number one, when you try to sell yourself too much, they're not going to buy. No one likes to be sold. It's like, you know, trying to go when a bad salesman tries to sell you something with a product or a service. When they try to overtalk and oversell the product or service, you don't want to buy it because it doesn't have any value. You see what I'm saying? The person who asks the question is the one who's in charge. So when you laid back and cool, you know what I'm saying, you just having a good time, and you asking her questions about herself, you're the one that's showing interest in her. Yes, you're gathering information, yes, but you're also in control of the conversation, and you're in control of the whole experience, of the whole dynamic between you and her, and that's why you want to be. Because if she's asking all the questions, and usually if a woman is asking you a whole bunch of questions, she's trying to pre-qualify you to see if you qualify to be with her. If a woman is asking you a lot of questions instead of trying to figure out, she probably don't even like you like that. So if a woman is asking you a whole battery of questions, how much you make, what you do, and all this kind of stuff, all these pre-qualifying questions, you know what I'm saying? She looking for an excuse to weed you out. She looking for a reason not to like you. But if a woman is just in your presence and you don't want to take control of the conversation in terms of just asking her a question and let her ride out so you just listen, because women like to talk about themselves. You see what I'm saying? So that makes her feel like she's trying to impress you. That's the sauce behind that. That's the science behind that. Let's go.
Once the date is over, take shorty home. Do not try to keep that woman out all night. Show her that you're responsible. You're going to walk her to her door. You're going to tell her how much of a great time you had, how beautiful she looked tonight. And you're going to tell her, as long as it's okay with you, I would love to do this again. Kiss her on the forehead and go home, bro. The number one rule, never try to get the draws on the first night, bro. You will be okay. You will not die. Show some D-discipline. You're welcome. Don't talk.
No. This is where I disagree. See, with women, you got to be direct. With women, you got to tell them, man, by your actions, and even sometimes verbally if it gets down to it. But definitely by your actions, man, a woman needs to know that this is not a platonic interaction. This whole dynamic of me taking you out, this whole experience of me taking you out, you know what I'm saying? It's all about getting closer. I want to be inside of you. You see what I'm saying? You want to give a woman your sexual advances because, you know, a woman is not going to punish you for, like, you know, trying to, initiate some type of an intimacy. You see what I'm saying? Like 9 times out of 10, if you don't, push up on a woman when it comes to a date or try to, advance intimacy or sexual activity with her, she's gonna think you're a simp and a lame anyway. You know what I'm saying? All this nice guy and all this other, being a nice guy. No. You need to push for intimacy. Whether it be a kiss, always go for the kiss. During the date, it don't have to be at the end. It could be during the date. When you first meet her, you need to give her a hug. Break that contact barrier. You need to hug her and see how she responds. But see, when a woman goes on a date, you got to find out. You got to gauge fairly quickly what category has she put you in. Did she put you in the friend zone, or does she actually is she actually attracted to you sexually? This is what you want to find out. If a woman's not sexually attracted to you, man, then you should not be on a date with her. Because then at this point, she just on a date with you just for whatever it is, to have fun or to eat or to drink or whatever the hell it is that you guys are doing. But I always push for intimacy. From the beginning, you going in for the hug. When y'all sitting down together, you know what I'm saying? Wherever y'all at, y'all going to be in close proximity, not from across to each other like you watching me and I'm watching you. No, she needs to be side by side, adjacent to you. You know what I mean? If anything, there needs to be some type of a contact between you guys. Y'all legs or thighs need to be touching. That kind of a thing. Y'all need to be bumping into each other in close proximity. You got to be testing the waters with that. You need to have your hand in the small of her back as you're guiding her into a place. You need to be holding your hand behind your back as you're leading her into a place, or you're pushing her into a place. And you got your hand on her waist and the small of her back in these intimate areas. You need to be stroking her hair and moving it out of the way. You need to give her direct eye contact for oxytocin. Looking in both of her eyes and into her mouth and into her lips and into her eyes. You need to give that intimate gaze. You need to give direct contact with a woman. If you really want to see a woman is really into you, look her dead in her eyes. Give her like laser beam eye contact and seduce her. Don't break eye contact. She moves. You see what I'm saying? If she prolongs the gaze, then you moving. Like that's motion. Like she's giving you. Those are all sexual advances. If you looking into her lips and you look into her eyes and her lips, and you go and you vacillate between the two, she knows that you want to kiss her. You want to invade her space to see how she responds to that. You need to be in her personal bubble to see how she responds to that. You see what I'm saying? You need to push for intimacy with a woman at all times when you're out with her on the first date, the second, damn near, and definitely by the third. If a woman haven't had sex with you by the third date, it's over. For me, it's by date number 2. If by the second date I haven't had sex with you, I'm done. I'm not going to date you no more. That's it. And definitely, man, on these dates, I'm not taking you to dinner, man. That's only for if I'm already having sex with you because we've consummated the attraction. That's what sex is, right? Along with the energy exchange and, sacred soul ties and all that. But at the end of the day, on the most superficial level, it's the consummation of attraction. So if you're already having sex, okay, now I'm gonna take you to dinner. Now I'm gonna escalate, my investment in you. You see what I'm saying? Because the first couple of days is about my time. Now I'm going to start investing my energy. Now I'm going to start investing my money and my emotion. Now we can go to wine and dining and 5-star restaurants and things like that because we've already consummated. You see what I'm saying? But you always got to push for intimacy, man. Ain't none of that. If she can't kiss you in the mouth, she can't kiss you in the lips or in the mouth, that's it right there. You got to see where she at. And you want to lead a woman back to your place. At the end of the day, hey, let's go back to my place. Let's have a few drinks. See what she says to that. And if she's not, okay, well, she's not interested. You going for the kiss? It doesn't always have to be at the end of the date, guy. You can kiss a woman during the date, in the beginning of the date, in the middle of the date. You just got to pick a time that's right. You can feel this, all energy. You know if she's receptive to you or not. But all this being a nice guy, no, that's not being a nice guy. That's being a simp. Because guess what? When you drop her off or you take her home or you let her drive home, guess what she's gonna do? Y'all be forgetting, man. Or maybe y'all just don't know. Women love sex even more than dudes. Why do you think they got all these roses and dildos and vibrators and all that, man? Every woman got this stuff. Every woman likes to get her backbone out. Listen, man, a vagina has 8,000 nerve endings as opposed to 4,000 nerve endings that we have on our, in our genital area. You know what I'm saying? Women love sex, bro. You got to push for intimacy. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? And then you know where you at. You got to be direct. You got to let them know. Listen, this is not platonic. I have a romantic interest in you. I plan on, you know what I mean? You got to let them know this kind of stuff. So I don't agree. So listen, man, it's nothing wrong with wine and dining, but I'll say it again. It's got to be your wife, girlfriend, or lover. Straight up. So this dude gave some some good advice and a few things as far as, you know, looking good, smelling good, and, you know, having a good fashion sense and planning a date and 5-star restaurant and this and that. But you only do that for the woman that you're already intimate with, man. Your lover, your girlfriend, wife, that kind of a thing. Other than that, bro, you know, you're not doing that. Y'all can do all other type of things on first dates. Y'all can go for some drinks. You can go for the walk in the park. You can go to the beach. You can have a picnic. You can invite her straight over. You guys can make dinner together, order food together, watch a movie. Like, because if a chick is into you, bro, listen, man, listen. When a woman likes you, when a woman is like you ain't got to do nothing, really. You ain't got to do nothing. See, women make all these rules for guys they don't like. For all these betas, lames, cucks, simps, and sponsors and all that. Listen, bro, if a woman is barely attracted to you or whatever, or she's, you know, remotely attracted to you, she'll go out with you. But if she's not really into you, you know, she's going to have all these rules for you. If she's put you in the friend zone or the beta male zone or whatever, she got all these rules for you, and you got to jump through all these hoops to be with her. But listen, if you're that dude that she likes, come on, man. All she want to do is be in your presence. She going to be down. So be direct. Invite them straight over. You know what I mean? Forget about the wine and dine. I mean, come on now. If a woman likes you, man, I'm telling you, she going to apply pressure. Women don't play games with men they like. Trust me. Women do not play games with men they like. I'm telling you off of my life experience, man. I'm telling you right now. Women don't play games with men they like. They're going to try to lock you down quick. They want to have your baby. They want to life with you, all that. I'm telling you, when women don't play, I mean, they paying Chris Brown $1,000 just to take a picture with him, and he done beat up Rihanna. I mean, come on. They in love with some kind of serial killer. This dude, not Adam, but some Joker-looking dude with swastikas and, you know, tattoos all over his face. The man killed 2 women and ran them over like spaghetti. You know what I'm saying? Demolished another woman, and you know what I mean? A serial killer, but hey, you know, he fine and sexy to them. Listen, man, when a woman likes you, that you get all kind of passes, man. They don't see no wrong with you. They got on what's called rose-colored glasses. You see these glasses? They got on rose-colored glasses. So when they see you through those lenses, when they're infatuated with you, when they are attracted to you, when they love you, bro, you can't do no wrong. Love is blind, baby. You got to be that dude, man. I keep telling you guys, if you're not that dude with women, stop dealing with them. Find out if a woman's interested in you. Be direct. And that's all I'm going to say right here, man. Like, share, subscribe. Like my shit, share my shit, subscribe to my shit, comment on my shit. I'll see you guys next video. Guys, if you want to consult, man, hit me up on Instagram, ace_Haru. Shoot me a DM. You know what I'm saying? And I'll give you a plan of action. We'll talk it up in terms of, whatever it is that you're having trouble with. And, with these women, I'll give you a plan of action for a fee, all right? So I'm out. Again, like, share, subscribe, all right? Peace.